Hey everybody, welcome back, and this is going to be my May 11th part 2 of my favorite horror remakes. I told Sarah, me and her were chatting earlier on YouTube, and I told her I was actually going to do a part 2 because there's actually a couple more remakes that I didn't get to talk about that I wanted to, so this will be my part 2. Definitely check out Sarah. Her name's Sarah 1228. Definitely someone that does really good videos. She's very nice. Another great person to talk to who actually I just accepted another video response to my first video is Ryan1988. He's a really cool guy too. So definitely check them out, and I'll put their information in my info box. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. The first one I'm going to talk about, I've never seen the original one, so I can't talk too much about that. But I know this is a remake, but I haven't seen the original. But it is John Carpenter's Village of the Damned. I first saw this, when did it come out? 1995. I saw this when I was young, and I just thought it was kind of creepy, these kids and stuff. And as a lot of y'all know, I'm a pretty big fan of the Children of the Corn movie. I don't know, there's just something about killer kids or demonic kids that it's always kind of creepy. But this was one that I really liked. It stars Christopher Reeve and Kirstie Alley. Definitely want to check out. I really liked it a lot. The next one here, well actually I have two from Warner Brothers Dark Castle Company. The first one here starred Vincent Price in the original one, and again, I haven't seen the original one, but this is the remake of 13 Ghosts. Stars Shannon Elizabeth, and I forgot the guy's name. He's also in Monk. Tony Shalhoub, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but him, Matthew Lillard, and Shannon Elizabeth all star in the remake of 13 Ghosts. I think for the most part the storyline's a lot alike, but this was one that I always kind of thought was creepy. I saw it when it came out. I went to the theater to see it. More than anything, I just thought it was a real fun movie. The ghosts were creepy. The Juggernaut, the Jackal. I think he's the creepiest in this movie. But yeah, Sarah, you have to let me know what you think of this one. The next one is another John Carpenter's, one of his films, another remake, and again, I haven't seen the original one of this, but I've read enough to where a lot of people say this remake is better than the original, but again, I haven't seen the original. But John Carpenter's The Thing, starring Kurt Russell, great movie, excellent movie. It's definitely up there in favorites. I'd probably say it's in my top 20 favorite horror movies of all time. The special effects are amazing. This is actually the re-release where the video and the picture's been remastered and thrown into anamorphic. I took the old disc out of this case because I like this cover better than what came on the re-release. So when you look on the inside, the disc here is actually from the newer edition that's out. Same special features, they just redid the audio and the picture and made it anamorphic widescreen. But yeah, I love this movie. It's a really good one. The next one here is from Universal Pictures, and it is also from the producers who did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, and it is the Hitcher remake. Not the best remake. I do like the original one a lot. Rutger Hauer made a very creepy psychopathic hitchhiker, but I thought this one was pretty good. It stars Sophia Bush, and the guy that plays the Hitcher is Sean Bean. You might remember him. He was in GoldenEye, I think, James Bond. But I really like this one a lot. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'd say check it out. I know, again, me and Brian went and saw this in the theater. He didn't care too much for it. I liked it. And I got this for cheap. It wasn't like I had bought this when it first came out or anything. The next one here is one that I skipped over in my last video because I was actually watching Sarah's response, and she was talking about how much she really liked the House on Haunted Hill remake, and I saw this with my mom when this came out in the theater, and we both really liked it. I am a huge fan of the original one with Vincent Price. For the most part, this and the original one are close. I like that Jeffrey Rush character is kind of almost homaging Vincent Price a little bit, you know, his look and stuff. But, uh, what's her name? Who's all in this? Jeffrey Rush, Femke Jensen, Taye Diggs, and Ali Larter. All do a really good job in this. I do like Ali Larter a lot. But overall, I just thought this was a really good, creepy ghost story. I did see Return to House on Haunted Hill, and I wasn't too keen on that. I thought it was kind of crappy. And like you said, Sarah, yeah, the Ali Larter character does kill herself at the beginning, which is crap. The next one here is another made-for-TV movie. I saw this. This came out on TV right before the Psycho remake hit theaters when that came out, which was crap. But this stars Christopher Reeve and Daryl Hannah, and it's basically just the Rear Window remake. Obviously, the original one's a cult classic. Well, more than a cult classic, it's just a classic. Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window is a masterpiece, as well as his Psycho and The Birds. But yeah, this one, for a TV movie, it was actually pretty good. It's just basically the same thing going on, except this one's a little just more updated, set in the 90s. Yeah, I did like this one, and I do like Christopher Reeve, and I do like Daryl Hannah. If you haven't seen this one, check it out. I got this at Walmart for $5, so you can't beat that. The next one here is actually one of my favorite horror movies, and I thought it was one of the most scary, most creepy, most atmospheric, and it scared the hell out of me when I saw it in the theater. I haven't seen the original one, but it is The Ring. I just think that this movie has a certain look and style that the sequel, The Ring 2, didn't have. Yeah, it's a very dark, the colors are real saturated throughout the entire movie. A lot of the exterior scenes out of the apartment are, it's always raining. It's just a real kind of downer movie, but I thought Naomi Watts did a really good job. Yeah, it's definitely one to recommend if you haven't seen it, but I'm sure you have seen this, and but yeah, I always liked this one, and it scared the crap out of me when I saw it in the theater. It's not gory, and it is PG-13, but it's pretty disturbing in some of the scenes, and the score is really good, and I love the cinematography in this movie. So yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think of The Ring. The next one isn't really so much a horror movie, but it does star Naomi Watts again. I was kind of debating on whether to throw this in here or not, but I was like, go ahead and do it. And I have seen the original of this, and I actually like this remake the best. Don't get me wrong, the original is a classic, and it's one of the most held up films in film history, but I think that Peter Jackson did a really good job with his King Kong remake that also stars Naomi Watts. Just an overall great movie. This visual effects in this movie are great. I know a lot of people say that it could have easily been just in the 2-hour length of a film, but the movie does reach 3 hours and 8 minutes. And to me, I never thought this movie was dull or slow. But I know a lot of people that say they wish it wasn't 3 hours. Stars Naomi Watts, Jack Black, Adrian Brody, and Colin Hanks. And obviously Naomi Watts. But I think this is a great remake. It's my favorite. I thought the 1975 with, what's her name? She was in Cape Fear. Jessica Lange. I thought that one was okay. It's a little corny. And I used to have the original one on a DVD, but I actually got rid of it. But this is my favorite. I do love the King Kong remake, and I'm a huge Peter Jackson fan. Yeah, that's basically my part 2. Hope everyone enjoyed it, and I will be coming back soon with a video update, DVD and Blu-ray, because I have about 7 or 8 DVDs to show off. So yeah, take it easy, and I will talk to everyone soon.